Hey you guys, I'm Rebecca from DEVOURDINNER.com and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm bringing you another unboxing of a product. This is the Blendtec from my friends at Blendtec who have sent me one of their amazing blenders. So we're going to go ahead and open it and show you what comes inside. First of all, it came in a big box, a big well-protected box. Shipping was relatively quickly. It was shipped from Salt Lake City and I live in eastern Idaho, so it comes pretty quick. The box has lots of great information on it. This, by the way, is the classic 575 blender, and it has the wide jar on it as well. The Wideside plus jar is what they call it. It is in the, it's like a gray color. I'll show you it when we get it open. So as you can see on the back side here, it just says, always better every day. So of course the blender can be used to be making things like smoothies and milkshakes. It can also help you in the kitchen to make soups. So let's dive right in. We'll open the box, and inside, looks like we have the jar. The jar is all wrapped up nice and neat. Yes. Okay, so this is super important. It's telling us how to put things in the blender. And it says on the bottom is your liquids, then is your solids, and then on top is your frozens. So right there bold, it's telling us that, and it has a little getting started that it talks about. It's also in multiple languages. So that's awesome. This is just a little paper that comes out on the back side. There's a recipe for tortilla soup as well. That sounds delicious. We also have a nice lid. The lid has a piece that comes out so that there's just a hole if you wanted to drop things in. I know some recipes do call for that, so that's great. And then it looks like we have an owner's manual. This is a nice big thick owner's manual. It tells us about the versatility, the accessories that you can purchase with it, loading the jar, and cleaning the jar. This model, the 575, has a cleaning function. Oh, hallelujah. Can you guys hear that? Seriously, how many times have somebody made something in the blender and not rinsed out the blender and it's your job to clean it out? Shoot me now. So we're going to test that out. So it talks about accessories. It talks about the quick start touchpad icons. Those are the icons on the blender itself to know what is what, and troubleshooting tips. And then it gets into recipes. Look at that. So it looks like all of the recipes have nice big pictures and descriptions with it. And then this book has it in multiple languages. And then down at the bottom, so this will pull out, is the blender itself. So this is our base unit. This is kind of a gray color. I'm super excited about this color. I wanted something that would go with my kitchen, and that's what I chose. Okay, the buttons on top, we have a stop button, which is an X, and then a pulse button, and then in between, you can kind of go from a low to high. So you can choose what varying level that you want on this bottom keyboard. On the top, it gives us a picture of a smoothie or a milkshake, and then a 60 or a 90-second preset time, as well as a drop with some bubbles, which is our cleaning feature. So go ahead and unwrap this. This is nice. This Velcro is actually attached to the cord itself, which means it won't ever get lost. And we can wrap that back up as we need it. All right, now in our manual, it tells us to clean it first. Of course, anytime you get a new appliance, you want to make sure that you wash it. And so the instructions to clean it are to add about 1 cup of hot water and a drop of dish soap. So we're just going to add a drop real fast. We're going to put it on top with our lid securely in place, and I'm going to press the teardrop with the bubbles for the clean cycle. Let's see what happens. Wow. I don't know if you guys, I could talk over that or not. That was pretty loud. But these blenders are the similar blenders that you're going to find in the smoothie shops, the professional ones, because they have all that strong motor in them. So I would imagine they're going to be loud, but look at that. So then it says to rinse under hot water, get all the bubbles out, and let it dry. You guys, how simple is that? All right, let's rinse this off. Pour out those bubbles. Now that our blender is all clean from the clean cycle, it just needs to air dry. But you can see on the sides of the blender, they have measurements. So you can have all of your measurements that you need for putting in whatever you're doing if you don't want to use your regular measuring cups, which is kind of handy. The grip is a good solid grip. It is one piece of plastic. This is plastic, not glass, which I actually really like. I feel like glass sometimes is heavy and it will get chipped. But this feels really sturdy and thick. The handle, although it's see-through, it's not blocked at the bottom. So anything that you rinse down through the handle will come out easily. So that'll be super nice too. All right, should we make something? I think we should. Now I haven't gone through the Blendtec recipes as of yet to try out this model, the 575. But I'm going to do a smoothie that I have made for years in my regular blender. Let's see how it does. All right, if you remember from our instructions that were included inside of the blender, it taught us that we want to put our liquids in first, then our solids, then our frozen. So for this recipe, I'm going to use some juice, and I am choosing the cran mango juice. If you haven't ever had it, buy it. It's really good. It's kind of tart, but it's super good. And I like to save just a little bit for myself. It's kind of how I roll. I'm also going to add in some Greek yogurt. Now the yogurt that I'm adding in today is yogurt that I have made from a pressure cooker and I've strained. So this is super, super thick Greek yogurt, but I'm going to add that in there as well. Sometimes I will freeze my Greek yogurt and add that in as frozen. Then I'm going to add in a frozen fruit mix. So this has peaches and strawberries and pineapple and chunks of mango. Remember that there's mango juice that we're using. So the combination should be fabulous. We're going to put that in. Then I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on top. Make sure it's secure. We don't want anything flying up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press the smoothie or the milkshake button. Let's see how it does. Did you see how it started off slow and then it took up power? I love how it does that actually. Instead of just trying to dive into all of that frozen fruits and knock it all up, it slows and it mixes in the liquid with the solids first before it gets to those frozen items. And so I really like that in these preset buttons, that it gears itself up that way. Now this is a thinner smoothie. It's geared to be that way. You could add protein powder to it if you like. And give it a test. It's delicious. Oh, it's so good. Well, that's my unboxing today for the Blendtec Classic 575 blender with the Wideside Plus jar. It is part of their Classic series, so this is the home models, not the big professional models that you would see out in the smoothie shops. But I feel like this is a model that's perfect for home use, and there's so much versatility in things they can do. So I'm super excited to give it a try and really put it to the test and let you know what I think. So make sure to check back later and see what recipes I've done using the Blendtec blender, and I'll let you know. But right now, thank you, Blendtec, for letting me try out this Classic 575 blender. I appreciate it. Again, I am Rebecca from DEVOURDINNER.com, and I hope that you will take the opportunity to follow me and like me wherever you are watching this video and all of my recipes. But until then, you have a great day. Bye now.